Dear Federica, thank you very much for joining us. Rector Mogherini will stay with us online so we can continue our ceremony. Dear Ms. Svetlana Tsikhanouskaya, dear Rector Federica Mogherini, dear professors, dear colleagues, and dear students of Mario Soares promotion, those seated in this auditorium and those who are participating in this ceremony from other rooms. I have to admit that I have mixed feelings today. My thoughts are with our students that could not take part in this ceremony in person because of the sanitary measures. Nevertheless, I am so happy and proud of your unwavering cooperation, always involvement and commitment. Thank you very much. I know that it is not easy to be a student in 2020. But challenging times, as Rector Mogherini said, are also times for growth and development. Take it from me that any crisis is always destined to form lessons learned and some pages in our diaries. This is the mystery of time. Time and circumstances change constantly, thus during our journey the way might seem confusing and uncertain. But this highlights the importance of values, principles and ethics, for they are clear signs that shows us the right way. Real leaders are principle-driven and sensitive to the human condition. One of these leaders was Mario Soares, patron of your promotion. When we say Soares, we remember every Portuguese citizen who desired a better future for his or her own nation. The Carnation Revolution in the 70s, which started with a group of determined officers, created a wave of liberation and emancipation of the Portuguese society. This great change opened also the way for Portugal to join the European community. This year at the college, we remember President Soares as a real leader who contributed abundantly to European unity through his vision, through his struggle, and through his perseverance. Later in the 80s, a similar way transformed Poland, my country. The workers of the Gdańsk shipyard gave an example of determination in their struggle for freedom, justice, hope, and peace. 40 years ago, the Solidarność trade union was the embodiment of the struggle, as is obvious in its name. It was based on solidarity and human dignity, not political affiliation or individual interests. Perhaps that is why it attracted almost 10 million people, becoming the largest social movement in history. Today, dear Ms. Tsikhanouskaya, we welcome in you, in your dear person, many Belarusian citizens with their courage and sacrifice. Your nation is writing a new chapter in a history of struggle for freedom and democracy. I welcome you today as a symbol of peaceful revolution, as a reminder of the power of people. We don't know what will happen tomorrow in Belarus, but the image of brave Belarusian women facing guns with flowers will always be a reminder of the value of symbols. They stood bravely, ready to be arrested, exiled, beaten and jailed. They proved that everyone can make a change and that the will of the people is stronger than violence. This is why every European and everyone with faith in human dignity, freedom, peace and justice feels a sincere commitment towards the Belarusian cause. These three revolutions in the 70s in Portugal, in the 80s in Poland, and today in Belarus, have a lot in common. But above all, they are linked by their ethics, non-violence and peacefulness. All of them changed the local political scene, but they also made their mark on history and inspired other nations. In Natolin, for several years, we have focused scholarly efforts in conducting research on revolutions and social movements, and we hosted here the heroes and leaders of the most remarkable events in the European neighborhood. So, dear students, today's ceremony is the part of this tradition, but our aim today is not to produce an academic paper or analyze a social political phenomenon. We are gathered here today to provoke questions in your minds about the values and ethics that stand behind revolutions and the transition of power. All great leaders dared to transform reality. They struggled through adversity not to gain power, but to fight for what is right. The choice to devote one's life to monumental change is neither simple nor safe. But remember, a ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. Thank you very much.